Hello, I'm Drunkard Ninja, and this is my walkthrough for Valkyria Chronicles, the third Skirmish Kloden Wildwoods. This mission is exactly the same as Chapter 5, with a couple small things that make it easier, and I'll go over that on the map here. I didn't bother remaking the map because the unit placements are exactly the same, your starting points are exactly the same. The only differences are the shock trooper's not there. There's no ace in this level. And the tank is just a medium tank. It's not actually a boss tank. So that makes the skirmish easier, as it's just capture the flag. So pretty much all we're going to do is capture the flag, and by eliminating these 4 units here, there's 3 shock troopers and a scout who's also a leader. The way we're going to do that, we're just going to use 2 scouts, and I'll show you how to do this in 2 turns with just those 2 scouts. I chose Alicia and Ica. I would recommend Alicia because you'll want the extra movement point, but your second scout doesn't really matter. And then over in our base, you've got Welkin, Rosie, and Largo again for the extra movement. So similar to doing Chapter 5, the path's pretty much the same. You're just going to move your scouts like this and duck through the woods, cut around this fence, and then instead of going for the base here, we're just going to run by it because we don't really care in this, and head for this little pathway here that's got a barricade in front of it. And then we're going to use the last of our movement to get over here and destroy these fallen trees, and then stop about where the fallen trees are. That's about as far as we can get, and we're just going to move each scout so that they're both right here. And once they've gotten that far, they're pretty much out of movement, so we'll just end our first turn. The enemy will just kind of shuffle about a bit, so it doesn't really matter. And then on our second move, we're going to, the path winds kind of like this, and we should have enough movement to get to these sandbags. And we're going to use 1 scout to huck a grenade down at this scout. We won't kill him, but we're trying to hit behind him to knock him out of the sandbag line. Because really we don't have to kill these 4, we just need them out of the way so that we can capture the flag. And then the second scout's going to do the same thing, but not throw their grenade, because we want that scout to hit the 3 shock troopers. So they'll get to about the same point, and then on their second move we're going to come around like this, and somewhere over here we'll have a good enough angle that we can hit all 3 of them with the grenade. This destroys all the cover and actually has them pointing towards this scout, so that, but they can't actually hit them, but they'll be looking this way. And then for the rest of our turns, we're just going to move both scouts around this fence, kill off whoever we need to, and then we'll have plenty of movement to run in and capture the flag. Now at the start of the second turn, you can use, I didn't in the video because I forgot, to be honest, but I would recommend using all units defend if you have it. That way you have a much better chance of completing this without losing a scout, and you have plenty of movement for it, because after your first turn you're going to have like 2 or 3 movement points left over anyways. So there's plenty of movement to do this and utilize the all units defend order. And now let's jump to the actual gameplay. Alright, here's the actual mission, and I'm just going to move my scouts forward at an even pace.
Right, here I go.
You can't let them
I see
provoke
one.
you.
Perfect.
Good work. Keep it up.
I see one. Enemy spotted.
Take them out.
Moving out.
Please secure the route.
My turn, okay? Enemy unit spotted.
Unlike in Chapter 5, we're going to ignore this base and head straight for this trench.
Moving out. Yeah. No problem, boss.
How are you doing on ammo?
No problem, boss.
Okay, and since our scouts are burned out, we're just gonna end our phase early. Now this tank's just gonna move forward and then it's gonna turn around and basically go right back to where it was, but it'll be pointed towards the entrance that we're headed for. Not really an issue because it doesn't have a gun, it just has a flamethrower on the front, so it really won't shoot at us if we time this right. None of those movements really matter either because all we have to do is take over the enemy base, and there's 3 shock troopers and a scout up here. That's all we really have to worry about.
Here I go. Enemy spotted.
And hopefully we have enough distance
Defend the perimeter,
I see
soldier.
one.
To
Enemy spotted.
to throw our
Enemy
grenade
spotted. I see one.
at the scout. Okay, I'm going to hit F1. F1 and F2 change your view. I don't think I've done that before. But I want to really just knock the scout out from behind his sandbag. He's not going to die, but I just want him out of that perimeter so I can capture the flag.
My turn, okay?
Now's your chance.
And I'm just going to take out this dude
Now.
just because he'll go down. But it's not really necessary.
Good. That makes...
Okay. Now I'm going to use Alicia because she's still got her
okay.
grenade. And I'm going to use her to do some damage to those 3 remaining shock troopers. And really we want them knocked out as well. But we'll probably only get like 1 knocked out. Ah, crap. Oh well. They're all damaged and we got plenty of movement. So
Hold out just a little...
we'll get her here so she can help Ika
Right, here I go.
when she gets down for cover and fire.
Don't pass up a chance to attack.
Okay. So the scout doesn't do much damage, so I'm going to focus on the shock trooper.
Count me in. Perfect.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Okay. For the rest of this, I'm going to use Alicia. That'll save Ika's movement for actually capturing the flag,
Moving out.
just in case something goes wrong. So, all I'm going to do is clear the camp,
Good work. Keep it up.
and it'll be mission accomplished.
My turn, okay?
Great. Well,
Please hit.
I'm just going to clear them all for the extra experience for killing that leader.
I'm impressed, but not surprised.
And, ah, shoot. Got too close and he turned around. That's okay. We'll just switch to
Right,
Ika.
here I go. It's over. Perfect.
You're doing well. Just keep it up.
And with all the enemies killed, we can capture the flag. This will go a little easier if you use all units defend, which you're welcome to, but as you can see, you can do it without it. But you have plenty of movement, you can actually do it just to simplify things. And doing it in 2 moves earns us an A rank for some extra experience and money, and get a little bit of a bonus for killing 2 leaders in the process. Like I just mentioned, I would recommend using all units defend, just because you don't potentially lose one of your scouts during the process. But you don't need to use it the very first move, just that second time when you're trying to capture the flag. And that's how you beat the 3rd skirmish, the Kloden Wildwood, on normal.